Hi there, this is Solitary Ronin from Solitary Ronin Films, and welcome to another episode of Boutique Label Battles, the series where I justify my double dipping of Blu-rays and different editions under the guise of public information and a way of saying which edition people should buy. It's tenuous, yes, but I'm going to go for it anyway. So today I'm just going to have a brief overview of two releases of a film that, to my shame, I didn't see until fairly recently, and it questioned my whole belief system on what's the greatest Japanese film ever made, and it's in the conversation for the greatest film ever made. It's Masaki Kobayashi's Human Condition from 1959 to 1961, and today I'm going to talk about the Criterion edition. This is the Region A 2-disc Blu-ray set and the Arrow Academy special edition of the Human Condition. They do have a standard edition as well, but this is the one with the booklet and DVD and Blu-ray discs. This is a film that is, it's virtually impossible to make a great film that's 90 minutes long. But Kobayashi, who's made a few great films, managed to make a 9.5 hour film truly great. Because people might go 9.5 hours. Mentally it does sound like a lot, but once you get on the main character, once you get on the Kaji train, there's only one destination, and that is being hooked in, and you take that journey with Tatsu Nakadai for all 9.5 minutes. 9.5 minutes? Yeah. 9.5 hours, sorry. I'm sure there probably is a 9.5 minute supercut version of the film. That would actually be quite interesting to see, the 9.5 minute version of the Human Condition. So we'll start with Criterion. Now obviously, what I said 2-disc, it is actually 3 discs, I forgot. They cleverly hide one of the discs behind the booklet, so it is 3 discs, I apologise. So each of the parts gets their own disc. The booklet has a nice essay by Philip Kemp. There you are, there's lots of words. You can pause the video and read the whole essay if you so wish. Or you could just go and buy the film. It would probably be quicker to watch the film than try and pause that video and read the essay. Great cover art, one of the wonderful shots in the film. One of the 28,432 wonderful shots in the film. So as far as supplements, it's a high definition digital restoration. There's an excerpt from the 1993 Directors Guild of Japan interview with Kobayashi conducted by Masahiro Shinoda, who's a really good filmmaker in his own right. And there's an interview from 2009 with Tatsu Nakadai, and there's appreciation by Shinoda of Kobayashi in the film from 2009, and there's trailers, and like I say, there's an essay by Philip Kemp. Like I say, Arrow Academy did release a standard edition of this, but this is the hard box edition. So this one has a booklet, and it's a nice thick booklet with, again, filled with so many wonderful images from the film, as Kaji goes on his journey from pacifist to working in the mines to getting involved in the war, prison camp. I mean, it's just an amazing performance by Nakadai, who's one of his earliest films. It is truly a monument of cinema, and again we get a conversation with Kobayashi in this booklet as well as cast and crew credits, and then the actual discs. So it's split into part 1 and 2, strange enough, and again they're Blu-ray and DVD, and the standard edition which came out was obviously just Blu-ray, and they've got part 3. And again, you can watch them in 3 parts or 6 parts. And there's the part 1 artwork. And again, there's some artwork in the inside of the discs, inside the cases as well. So as far as supplements for the Arrow Academy edition, there is an introduction by Philip Kemp. So Philip Kemp features on both editions, and there's a selected scene commentary by Philip Kemp. I mean, in a perfect world would have a commentary on all 9.5 hours, but that might be a bit too much to ask for. And again, there's 3 trailers like the Criterion, and again we have a booklet. This one is actually pretty difficult. Like I say, the Arrow Academy, Region B, the Criterion is Region A at the moment. Who knows if there'll be a Region B release in the future? There really should be. I mean, The Human Condition should be like Come and See, where Criterion just released a multi-region edition, or an A and a B. The Human Condition really should have a B Criterion as well, because it is an essential film. It's probably a desert island disc if you're going to do that for films. It's just absolutely stunning. In my pathetic human detritus that I am, I cannot put into words how amazing The Human Condition is, and just what an achievement it is. You know, the fact that Kaji goes on this journey, he's not perfect, he makes mistakes, people die because of his mistakes. You know, if this was a Hollywood Human Condition, you know, he'd be this paragon of virtue, you know, he'd be completely heroic, but that's not real life, and that's not the human condition. As far as a winner of this battle between the 2 editions, it's pretty difficult. I mean, obviously the Criterion, you do hear more from Kobayashi himself, whereas the Arrow Academy, it's just in the booklet. But the Arrow Academy has some scene commentaries by Philip Kemp, which are very informative. Plus, obviously, in the special edition, it comes in a nice box, you know, and they've each got their own Amare case. It is actually, this one's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult. But I might actually, beforehand I thought I was going to go with Arrow Academy, but I might actually go with the Criterion edition. just because you do hear more from Kobayashi, the man who somehow put this all together. I mean, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling how this was made, and how it works, and how it's like riveting for 9.5 hours. There's long films like Lawrence of Arabia, which I absolutely love, but objectively, Lawrence of Arabia could lose like 40 minutes. Whereas you don't watch The Human Condition and go, yeah, that was 9.5 hours, but it could have easily been 7 hours. You don't really have that feeling just because it's just so amazingly good. So if you haven't seen The Human Condition, don't be like me. Don't be that idiot that doesn't get around to watching it, or goes, oh, where am I going to get 9.5 hours from? Because again, you can watch it in 6 parts, you can watch it in 3 parts. And again, once you get on the Kaji train, you don't want to get off until it's reached its destination. Yeah, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. All of these episodes of boutique label battles, it doesn't really matter which one you get as long as you get the film, because let's be honest, that's about the film. This is just my sad attempt to justify having different editions. But, the editions are different enough. I'm not going to do these battles with 2 editions from labels and all the extras are exactly the same. I'm not going to do that, because the only thing that's different is the little C or the PH or whatever it is symbol on the boutique label. I'm trying to do these that do have different extras. But let's be honest, if you love the film, you're going to buy whatever edition you can get, because the film is what matters rather than the extras. So thanks very much for watching. Please let me know what you think of The Human Condition. Let me know which edition you have or which edition you prefer. And hopefully you'll join me again for more of these episodes of Boutique Label Battles where I justify spending way too much money. So thanks very much for watching. This is Solitaire Ronin from Solitaire Ronin Films, saying farewell.